Hi everyone, welcome to Meaning of Skewness. This is a continuation of Unit 3, which is all about measures of dispersion and skewness. Let's understand the meaning of skewness. Skew means to turn aside or to take a twist. Skewness is a measure of asymmetrical statistical distribution. When the distribution is not symmetric, which is not bell-shaped, where the mean, median, mode are not coinciding at one single point. These all are the different types of idea which are related to skewness. It characterizes the degree of asymmetry of a distribution around the mean. Skewness tells us about the amount and the direction of skew. I mean the departure from the horizontal symmetry. The statistical distribution is not normal and it shows imbalance around the mean, which is having a lack of symmetry. So an asymmetrical distribution with a long tail to the right, I mean higher values to the right side, have a positive skewness, and if it is having a lower value to the left, I mean to the lower side, then it is a negative skewness. In my subsequent video, when I will actually discuss about how to calculate skewness, I will discuss in details with an example which is in a real life example which will tell you which is a positive skewness and which is a negative skewness. Let's for the time being see this graph. This is again a frequency distribution and you can see it's looking exactly in the middle point. From there left side you go the each frequency bar and it's giving a quite symmetrical nature. Now you can question in real life, normally we don't get such type of distribution where most of the values are exactly left hand side, how much it is spread, right side, in the positive side also it's spread equal amount. But by the central limit theorem, we can actually find out if we take a sample of large enough, the distribution will follow a normal distribution. And normal distribution means mean, median, and mode, they coincide with each other. And that means there is a skewness is 0. Therefore, measures of dispersion tells us about the variation of the data set, whereas skewness is refined measures of dispersion, which tells us the direction of the variation of the data set. Now, analysis of skewness, as I told you, skew means turn aside or take a twist. Okay. Now, two ways we can analyze the skewness. One is test of skewness and one is extent of skewness. The test of skewness is the existence of the skewness in any distribution can be determined if the distribution is asymmetrical, which I have already told, which is not bell-shaped or which is abnormal. In such a distribution, the mean, median, and mode do not coincide. They depart from each other. And we can, if we plot it in a graph, the entire histogram or even the frequency polygon, we can just find out from the graph how it is distributed, whether it is symmetrical or positively skewed, like mean is greater than median, greater than mode, or negatively skewed where mean is less than median, less than mode. Now there is another way to analyzing the skewness is extent of skewness or measures of skewness. The skewness can be defined by the statistical measurement which may be absolute or relative. In my earlier video, I have already told you absolute measures of skewness where the unit will be there. So absolute skewness, again I am repeating here, absolute skewness is equals to mean minus mode. or in terms of quartile, Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 into median. Relative measures of skewness defined by Karl Pearson coefficients of skewness. The formula is mean minus mode divided by standard deviation. So basically this is a ratio of two items. Both of they are having same unit. Therefore it will be a unitless measures. Relative measures of skewness. So this formula will be applicable when mode is clearly defined. In my earlier video, in the previous chapter, I have discussed that there are some cases where actually it's very difficult to identify a mode. Or even there are cases where this is a bimodal class or there is no mode at all. When mode is very clearly defined and it has a robust or rigid formula, then we can use this formula of skewness mean minus mode by standard deviation. Whereas when we don't find mode very clearly or mode is not rigidly defined, then we use the formula of median, and actually we have substituted mode with the mean and median relation, and we get this formula. Second formula is 3 into mean minus median divided by the standard deviation. That is another measure of skewness when the mode is not clearly defined. This will be more clear when we will do some questions and we will plot it in the graph, and it will give us a very clear idea of which is skewness. There is another type of measures of relative measures of skewness, which is Bowley's coefficient of skewness, and it is based on the quartile. So Bowley's coefficient of skewness is equals to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2Q2 or 2 median divided by Q3 minus Q1. Basically, this is in terms of quartiles. Now, when we'll tell a skewness is very high or skewness is moderate, if the skewness value is greater than +1, we'll tell highly positive skewed, or if it is less than -1, we'll tell highly skewed in the negative side. If the skewness is between 0.5 to 1 or negative 0.5 to negative 1, we'll say that the data is moderately skewed either to the positive side or to the negative side. And if this data is skewed between -half to +half or between -0.5 to +0.5, we'll say the distribution is approximately symmetric. We don't say the skewness is much. So between -0.5 to +0.5, if the skewness value is, then we'll say it is really not skewed. It is almost approximately symmetrical distribution. In my subsequent video, I will discuss about how to calculate absolute measures and relative measures of skewness and what are the practical implications of the skewness, why we need to know about the skewness. Hope to see you there. Thank you.